Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Okay, so like I like to do, and I tend to switch it up, but for this video, I will do all of the breakfasts and lunches that I have filmed. Some of the days I completely miss, but I'll go ahead and insert that now. And once I'm done with all of that, then I'll bring you guys back for After the Pen. Breakfast for today, Monday the 15th of June, is hash brown and a chicken sandwich. Lunch for today, Monday, June 15th, is a sandwich. I made homemade hamburgers last night, so it's just a hamburger cut up with some mayonnaise, salt, and mustard. And then I've picked up this soup from Walmart. It's a Japanese soup. It's corn potage from Hokkaido, and you just add water. It's really thin, but it's quite tasty. I also have a bag of chips and an apple, but I don't know that I'll be eating that. But I also have a Pure Leaf iced tea, and that's lunch for today. Breakfast for today, Tuesday, June 16th, is Greek yogurt with honey and blueberries, a cut up kiwi, and a piece of buttered toast. No ketchup. Lunch for today, Tuesday, June 16th, is some tomato salad, which is tomatoes, Italian dressing, and some green and white onions chopped up. It's actually leftovers from last night. And then we had meatloaf last night, and so I have a meatloaf sandwich, which has a red sauce. Really, it's just ketchup, mustard, and a little bit of sugar. And that's lunch for today. Breakfast for today, June 17th, Wednesday, is plain Greek yogurt with blueberries, strawberries, and honey, and some buttered toast. Again, no ketchup. Lunch for today, Wednesday, June 17th, is a meatloaf sandwich. Yeah, second day of meatloaf sandwich. There is actually still a little bit of meatloaf left, so it might be lunch again for tomorrow. Who knows? Fortunately, I really like meatloaf and meatloaf sandwiches, so that's not a bad thing. And that's lunch for today. Breakfast for today is some Greek yogurt, honey, kiwi, and blueberries. I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon sugar on top. Never tried that before, so I might hate it. And then a piece of slightly burnt buttered toast. I actually don't mind burnt toast. I love the smell of it. So yeah, again, no ketchup. I keep remarking on that because I actually really enjoy toast and ketchup, but I haven't been feeling that in the mornings so far. So yeah, that's breakfast for today, Thursday, June 18th. Lunch for today, Thursday, June 18th, is a mishmash of leftovers. So this is the last bit, I'm hoping, of meatloaf with meatloaf sauce. We had Spam, I'm not even sure when, but it was in the fridge, and I mean, Spam can't go bad, right? I have some rice with some soy sauce and some ketchup because, you know, I love ketchup. And then in this container right here is just some beets. Now, I'm not a fan of beets as they are, but I've always loved pickled beets. So my mom has an Asian dressing that's really sour that works really well with those beets, and then I can't get enough of them. So that's lunch for today. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, June 26th. So Monday for lunch, I didn't film it. I didn't think of it till I was actually going home. I had some leftover teriyaki chicken with some rice. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I was actually on bed rest, and so I didn't work those 3 days. And so breakfast for today is leftover fried rice from I don't even know what night. leftover eggs from yesterday, and then I washed some cherries, and that's breakfast for today. Lunch for today, Friday, June 26th, is a spicy seafood udon. It's a dried one. It's called nigiri. I'll put a picture on the screen of the packaging. And I added some chopped up cabbage because we had some, and that's leftover pot stickers from last night with the corresponding sauce, and that's lunch for today. All right, guys, so I actually am 2 weeks behind with After the Pen. We've actually already finished up June for the most part. It is Saturday the 27th. Yeah, and so I wanted to film this for this week here, as well as this week here. There's actually 2 more days of June, but I'm actually going to be putting that in this here, and be on the lookout for this video as I will be doing my setup for the first week of July. Now, I'd actually prefer to do these on a weekly basis, but somehow the weekend always gets away from me. So I'm actually going back 2 weeks. So I had done a setup of this layout here, which I'm calling sort of a modified dashboard layout, in that it was completely different from the horizontal that I was doing. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this layout. I like having the tracker here on one side. It keeps everything in one place for me to focus on versus the way that I was doing it, where I would keep it with every single day. Again, I know where to look when I'm looking at this, but I just thought it was really functional to have it in one spot. I like having a to-do going into the week as well as a to-do going into the following week, just so that it helps me keep track of the moving parts. And then having the meals on the side here actually work just fine. I do tend to write small, so that was definitely enough space. And then coming in after the fact and doing little stickers that I keep in here, either with how I was feeling or just to add a little pop of, whatever. It really makes this fun for me. And I like that it's colorful, and yet everything, or predominantly what you see on the page, is just writing. And if you're new here, what I do is, because I am on a hybrid schedule where as of now I work some days at home and some days in the office, we are required to submit a weekly work plan of what we've completed versus what we plan to do for the following week. And because I have a lot of moving projects and a lot of moving parts, I track all of my completed tasks of what I'm doing throughout the day, so that when I do my work plan at the end of the week, I can just set this aside, and it just makes it really easy and functional. This is using Happy Planner products, although I found that based on the space that I have and the way that I want to keep this, because I'm only going to do one of these per month. At the end of this, as I showed you a little sneak peek, this is only a month's worth of planner. So every month I will continue to do this. And I just found this super functional, both here at my home office, which is my room, and then at my actual office in town. So I really like the size and the portability of it. I did continue this layout the following week, the week we just ended. I was actually out sick for these 3 days, which is, it's strange to be out sick when you work from home, but I had to elevate my legs because I'm having some issues, not as bad as in the beginning of the year, but definitely having some issues, and I cannot work with my legs elevated. Well, basically I was in bed pretty much 24/7, and I can't work on my computer in bed. I know some people can, but sitting up in bed and propping up a laptop on my lap is really uncomfortable. It hurts a lot because I tried. And so I just took those days as sick days. So Monday I was in the office, and then Friday my boss allowed me to work from home just so that I wasn't out and about as much, and then during my lunch break I could put my legs up, which is really nice of her. I'm very thankful for that. Again, liked having the tracker on one side. I didn't track anything by way of meals, hydration, anything on these days. And the only reason I tracked that I went outside is because Tuesday I had a doctor's appointment and Thursday I had a doctor's appointment. So just by default, I went outside. I had some notes going in for the following week, and like I like to do, I had some notes coming in to the current week, and I really loved this setup by way of the decorations. So I used just a really pretty, if not antique washi, and then this is just using this memento pen in desert sand. I liked the color, and I like that. I like how muted it is. I mean, I know the rest of it all was very much colorful by way of washi and whatnot, but I love the muted tones. And so when I was setting up the next month's work planner, I actually decided to just lean into that, and I'll show you that in the next video. And then what I thought might be interesting and fun, and basically a way to use up the space, is here I did a thoughts of what I thought about this little planner, because this is the first month that I've done this, and then some things I want to think about going forward. And it wasn't until I was coloring this in just to make it a little bit thicker that I realized I misspelled the word. I'm not about changing things out. I'm just going to add the H on the top and just lean into the mistake. That's just how I do things. What I thought, and I'm going to read to you some of my thoughts about this. I did enjoy the different layout styles that I used this month, and I do want to try other styles. Of the two styles, which was horizontal and sort of a dashboard, I did prefer the dashboard, mostly because I like how the tracker was all in one place. Although, yeah, what I didn't do is meals. But I did film. Well, I know I filmed Friday. I'm not sure about Monday because I was in the office and I have a bad habit of not filming. So yeah, and again, that's not actually anything that I need to do. It's just something I like to do. So I like having it separate for tasks and trackers. For July, I will try to do more of a bullet journal style, and when I go into the setup for the first week of July, I'll show you what that means. And then instead of making this little book, which I was using to do all of my meeting notes, which was very functional, and I actually will be able to finish this out for July, or for June. I have tons of these. I purchased these to include in my traveler's notebooks, and I'm just going to use the products that I have. It's just easier for me. And for going forward for the next month, I'd like to keep the trackers, so the outside, the hydration, and the meal trackers in one section, just so that it is separate. When I'm doing a weekly setup, some of the thoughts that I have, and again, I'll show you in the video that I'll be filming next, is I want to kind of compartmentalize. So I kind of want to put together certain things because of what I need at certain times. And again, I wanted to do more of a bullet journal style. And for me, that means leaning really into a lot of washi and to different colored markers. Lord knows I have tons and tons of different brush pens and highlighters and things. And then just using these little stickers as just some accents. So that's really what my plan is for the following month. I thought this was a great little system, and for the monthly calendar, even though it is tedious, I did do it again. It just really helps me see the days I was in the office and the days I worked from home, the sick days here, and again, it only impacts if I have to take time off from work. Otherwise, if I'm not feeling well, but I'm still working because I can, then I'm not going to write that down. It's just a quick flip through of the entire month of June. If you're interested in how to make one of these little notebooks, I'll go ahead and link that video below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. Would you make one of these? Have you made one of these? And would you add this to your arsenal of planners? Definitely leave me a comment in the comment section below. All right, guys, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.